Listen, Tom, I'm telling you, there is absolutely nothing to worry about except for maybe that. How's it going, guys? My name is MCPixelScout. Today we are here for another mod review, which I have even got requests lately to do some more videos, so here we go, guys. And I won't be able to do this for a while, so I think I should really pick up the pace on the videos. But I wanted to resume kind of our mod reviews and everything with the mod that has so much content, and it's just really fun, and I had to show this mod to you guys. This is the Rivals Rebels mod, and you guys may have not heard of this. I don't know how popular this is. I know it's pretty well heard of. But, yeah, at first it just looks like a bunch of stuff, but all of this has some sort of use. And there's also something else for survival that makes this mod just amazing, which we'll get to in a second. But, yeah, we're going to actually start out with the blocks. So we have a lot of different things, and this mod actually allows crates, so we can access these crates, and they have different uses and stuff. I'm sorry for that sound in the background. That is quicksand, which we'll mention in a second. Okay, but now we're going to mention what I was talking about a second earlier. So the crafting recipes are super easy. Look what we're crafting, all of this. Nothing involves anything that you shouldn't have in your world. I mean, just look at all these recipes. They're all dirt, sand, and gravel. And I'll show all of them in a second. But first we're going to spawn in the tower. So, yeah, there's crates and there's actual builds. But, oh, one thing we forgot. The main thing you're going to need in this mod will only require 2 cobblestones. So all you're going to do here is do this, and we'll get our amazing pliers. And the pliers are going to do so much for us in this mod. They can actually build things. And this is really cool if you're just starting on your world. So we're going to need steel, which is a 4x4 cobblestone formation. I think it's funny that the cobblestone item number is 4, and it's a 4x4. Probably nobody really noticed that, but it doesn't matter. So this is cobblestone and this is dirt, and then we'll get 8 jump blocks. And the numbers are actually fairly large, you know, for what we're crafting. But then you guys got the formation earlier. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Can I put blocks into battle gear? Just wondering. Aw, I could double place blocks. That'd be pretty cool. But then we're going to get our pliers and right click until we have 100%, and we will do the same for all of this. Now this is a pretty cool little tower. I think that there should have been some flares in this, but guess not. So if I were you guys, I wouldn't use the jump block, and I think they need to fix this because you will actually take damage from this. Unfortunately, you can't climb on steel, which I like this because sometimes ladders require a bit too much of your wood, I'd say. And I think this is a new way of climbing, which I liked a lot better. And if I were you, like I said, I would remove that spring because it's kind of annoying. We'll get into the jump block. I call it a spring because it looks like a spring. Duh. Anyways, but look at this. You're gonna take fall damage. I would do this in survival to show you, but you are actually just gonna die from this. I think it's okay if we don't land on it, but look, we're gonna fall this far. And you're going to get that exact same damage if you actually land on the spring. But the reason I didn't show you that is because it'll just bounce you back up. So the spring needs to be fixed. I feel like you shouldn't take damage from this. That's just my opinion. I don't like taking damage from things. But next we have the bunker, which I don't know if this was meant to be underground or not, but this is probably the biggest one. So, yeah, I need to go pretty quickly through this mod because there's a lot in it. Did I destroy my showcase? That's good. What do we have here? A corn? I don't want you, corn. Okay, but now this will bring us into something else I wanted to talk about, which is the camo. So obviously we're gonna have our camos, but the thing, I thought this mod just put so much work into everything. There's many uses for it. So we do have our camos, obviously. Look at this camo. But yeah, this can match any block. So this really is camo because there is something else they've added in this mod, which I thought was a good idea, and it's called Smart Camo. So, as you can see in the actual item block design in my inventory, it's different colors. So, yeah, it's gonna load a second here, and then we're gonna get this block. But that's not all it can do. So let's go over to the beach. I don't know if it's gonna work in the beach. It probably is. No, but I put the wrong block down. Okay, now look at this. Now it's gonna be a different smart camo. Oh gosh, that was not good. But maybe if you want to hide your base, I think this could actually do that for you. And this is a good bunker. But yeah, if you spawn the bunker somewhere else, the bunker is actually made out of smart camo. So that's gonna mean that that will be whatever you want. So it really is a bunker that you can hide in. And it's not just a one-way thing. So this can come out many different ways. And it'll actually go through flowers, which I hate flowers pretty much because they just get in your way when you're trying to build something. Okay, now moving on to the next item, I'll show you this because you're probably wondering, what is this thing? Well, really, it's just a chest, I guess. I really don't know what this is, but it looks like a cool chest thing, so that's what I'm going to think of it as. It's called a loader. So maybe, just wanting to see this because some mods have stuff like this. Maybe if we did this, put this in here, could we possibly get this out of here? Okay, no, we couldn't. That was a galactic craft thing. So I guess it's just a storage space, and that's what I'd use it as, but I really don't know. But okay, now we're gonna move on to this, the petrified wood and the scorched stone, which we can adjust. I think, yeah. Look at this, we can adjust it. So it can be pure black and look unloaded, which I'll show both. Okay, it can look like this, or it can be pretty bright, relatively. And yeah, so there's a lot of different things you can get out of this. And now I'm going to show you, yeah, well you guys saw the steel, but I can just show it to you itself. So yeah, it's not very durable. It's a normal durability. It's not like resistant to explosions or anything like that. I said anythings. Why did I say that? But the last thing that we have here for a build structure, this actually helped me from mobs, so this really does work as a barricade. Yeah, when you hit these, I'll get into the flares in a second. But yeah, this will actually prevent mobs. It really does. So look at this. I think you're going to take damage as well as being on fire. So this will help you from mobs. And I forgot to show the crafting recipe. It's just the jump blocks with smart camo, and this is smart camo. So the last one, I don't think I showed it, but it was okay. Here, let me get it for you. I do want to show these recipes because I don't really do that very much, showing the recipes. So I think I should. But this one's a bit more complex, which we're going to need all of these. So be sure and listen for the bunker, because we're going to need the pliers and the smart camo, and we're going to need your supplies, explosive ammunition, and weapons, which I thought was a little bit of a rip-off, but you do get 2 of these. That's where we're going to move on to now. So some of these will actually be crates rather than builds. This, for example, we can hit this right here. Alright, you need to be in game mode 0, and then you can punch this thing, and it'll give you all this stuff. But unfortunately, it'll fill up your inventory. I don't really know what the toaster does. That I could not figure out. But, okay, we gotta get this out of our inventory. I don't know what Mario is, just saying sorry, I couldn't figure out what that was. We still have some of this stuff to go over. Okay, but yeah, so that one was crafted. Did I use it? Yeah, supplies. That's just quicksand, which is like this. The jump block. And the steel. So then we have the pliers in the middle. That's usually what we're going to have, I think. But, I don't want to show all this because basically it's kind of self-explanatory. You get explosives. Yeah, battery and gas grenade. But the ammunition will give you ammunition. The explosives will give you explosives. And the explosives are crafted like gas grenades. And then you put the flare right there. And we're going to need fuel. And we're going to need rockets. So this is really complex, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy when you get the mod. So the last thing is weapons. And the weapons, I think, is the best deal. You're going to need batteries. and a flare and steel, and of course the pliers, which will assemble this automatically. Now we're gonna move on to these blocks right here that we haven't been over yet. I don't know what this one does. It does something. But, okay, we have the radioactive sand. I think we should get, like, a radioactive effect and start dying in, like, survival. I don't know how it works, but it looks cool, so that's a good thing. All I know is it looks cool. Same for the dirt. But this is going to come with the nuke, which we're going to do at the very end of the mod. So, yeah, there's actually going to be more than just blocks in this mod, but please do watch the entire thing, because there's a lot in the mod, but I just wanted to go over this stuff first. So, here we have the landmine, which is going to look like your everyday dirt. But, it's not really your everyday dirt, because it's going to blow up. And the way we'll craft this is by getting battery, pliers, rocket, and dirt. And we'll get 16, so you could really blow your world apart with that. That's a good deal, I think. And then we have our quicksand, which we will sink through, and that's what's been making the sound the whole time. If you can hear it, you probably can't, but watch this. So you might think this is your everyday sand, but it's not. I don't know why there's a bunch of ants in here. I want to know that. Why ants? This is not the place for you. We're gonna set a nuke off, so if you want to be around when that happens, just stay around, ants, but you're not gonna like it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Now we have the unbreakable. Now this is invincible to nukes, everything you can imagine in the game. It's just gonna... We can't break this, even in creative mode. And this is the first ever, so this is a really trolly item. And if you really, you know, wanted to troll somebody, they could never access the chest again. And if it was like claimed on a faction server, they really would never access that again. And so that's a really trolly item here that we have. So now we're going to move on to the weapons. This time bomb's self-explanatory. And the nuke we need to do at the end because it's probably going to destroy our showcase. But I'm going to move on to all of our weapons and items here that we have. Sorry if this does take a while to show everything, but there's a lot in the mod. We have flares, and this is going to power this. We'll get to the extreme cool weapons in a little bit. So now we're going to move on to the mobs. And we'll use some everyday Minecraft mobs. Nothing modded, so you guys get an idea of what this really is. So this is the Cuchillo. I think this is pretty cool, because not only does it do 10 damage, possibly 11 if it's a critical hit up close, but this can actually be thrown here, and it'll do the same amount of damage. It's not retrievable, so if I were you, I would just, you know, use this. But I think something that you to be aware of, if you hit something and it's still in the stack of 5 you originally crafted it with, but yeah, it's gonna be, it's gonna take damage for the 5, so I would separate that. Now we have the rod disc, which is crafted as so. Hydrogen rod is like this, and we'll move on to the rods in a second. But the rods are gonna be a big part of the mod. And now this, if you miss, it will come back to you, and if you get a hit, it is retrievable. It does take a while to actually get a kill with this, but look at that. So it can hurt things pretty bad, and it makes cool sounds, so that's what everybody likes. So let's do this again. I don't know, it doesn't always seem to go how you want it to. It'll usually just center around your location. I personally don't like this item. Unless there's, the thing that I found this useful for is if there's a mob at your door, you can keep throwing this. And all these items will be helpful in a game that it's actually included in the mod itself for you guys to play in a LAN world, which is going to be cool. But we'll get to that at the end of the video as well. So now we're going to move on to the pills. So they finally added cocaine in a mod. Thank you. Now, basically, the pill. Yeah. So, basically you're drugging yourself on both of these, but that one will give you regeneration. And this one, yeah, you get all this, and it's bad, obviously. You don't want this to happen. Yeah, look at this. Okay, we can drink milk to get out of it, which is a good thing. But if you couldn't, that'd be pretty bad, because that is a nasty effect, and you don't really want it. Now, the gas grenade right there, that's a formation. And then we'll throw this guy. Same thing as the Cuchillo, but it'll have this, and we gotta get more milk, really. Whatever. So, look at this. We have these right here. So that's just to stun mobs. That's what I use it for. The mobs will be like disabled temporarily, and then you can just come up and kill them. On players, this should work as well, unless the player's like some super person that's gonna come up and like dodge it and everything and have milk on them. But really, if you were PvPing, I wouldn't have milk on me because I don't expect that to happen. But you never know. I'm gonna start doing that. Now, you don't really need these. You need them in your inventory to place them, but you could just place them manually and break them, and that will happen. But then you sneak and press shift, so you can place a lot of these and just go boom. And yeah, the blocks will fly and everything, so it's a cool sort of thing here. You can get these out of the packs, so that's why I don't show all the recipes completely for very long. Now the flare is what we saw earlier, and this is going to require a lot of items, so not too many. You're going to need your dirt, which I think everybody should know how to craft dirt. You pick it up out of the ground. We're going to need our fuel, which is going to require sand, dirt, gravel, and cobblestone. And then rockets. This mod is kind of cheap for survival, but you know, it's not actually as bad as some people think it is, because a lot happens in this, and it's a fun mod, so I think everyone should really enjoy a type of mod like this. It is really good for survival, too. I think that's what made this mod really cool for me, how easy it was to get the stuff out of this in survival. But that's what a flare will also do, so be careful with the flare. And now we're going to move on to the ultimate really cool break-in items that everybody wants to know about. So, as you can see, everything here was paired up. So the M202RR goes to the rockets, redstone goes to the Einstein hydrogen rod, goes to the plasma cannon, fuel goes to the flamethrower, and battery goes to the Tesla. Now, one thing I wanted to mention about this mod, which I haven't mentioned, and I think you guys would probably want to know this, if you guys have watched How to Play Minecraft, a video that we did, the one where everybody started saying alien and all that stuff happened. Yeah, this was what that mod was made off of, so I'm telling you guys how to do it. But yeah, there is updated versions of these, and I like this version, just these versions just fine. But there is animations for the ones that don't have animations yet, and they're coming eventually. Yeah, the mod's already out, but for the one I'm using right now, we're using this one, so it doesn't really matter. But we're gonna use this one, and yeah, look at that. We can pretty much rapid fire this, and it works really good too. So that's a good thing. Look, it made a little cave or something there. But the Einstein is one of the coolest in my opinion. I think this is my favorite. Well, I don't know. I like the design of it. Oops. Wrong one. That's our overpowered flamethrower, which does more damage than it really should, but it's just amazing. It will run out of ammo pretty fast, so everyone you have, like, whatever burst you're using it on, however long you hold it is how much battery, fuel, or whatever it'll take up. But here's the Einstein. So look at that. Their head will go everywhere. Their body parts will just go flying. And yeah, this works on everything. So it's not just not modded things, but your basic Minecraft stuff it'll work on. Look at that. Why are you taking so... He took forever to kill. I don't know. Some of these guys, like, it just takes forever. So it'll do about 6 damage. It's not too powerful. The design is really what I liked about that one. It's not so much for the damage. Now here we have the plasma cannon. Now this is just to get out the hydrogen rods, and you can make your rods yeah, this is what the rods, I forgot to show the recipes. So you're gonna have steel, pliers, battery, hydrogen rod, which is made off of a rod like this. The rods are gonna be needed for a lot of this. Now if you want to get somewhere, or you want something else to get somewhere, this is your gun. So you're gonna hold it, let go, and goodbye creeper. You can do this to yourself as well. So I really liked that one. That was something cool. It's like a futuristic, I don't know, it reminded me of Aliens vs. Predator. I don't know, it wasn't really like that. But the Tesla is probably my favorite though. The Tesla is going to be crafted with batteries, steel, pliers, and that. Here's all the recipes if you want them. And if I went too fast, just pause the video there. You probably can't even pause it. Who cares? Anyways, so we're going to vaporize this flour. And as long as you hold it, that's how much battery you get. You do use a lot of battery, and this can do damage as well as break blocks, and this is the easy mine. That's what I like to think of it as, because you can find minerals really easily, do good damage with this if you find a mob. Oops, that didn't work very well. That was a fail right there. Okay, we'll get to that in a little bit. Oops, didn't mean that happened. But that's a good way to mine, because it's not too overpowered where it's just going to destroy everything. But it's not like it takes forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And a lot of evers, basically. I think you guys get that. But now we're going to move on to these items, which weren't really items. And I can't show you guys all of this. And I didn't mean to fill our inventory with it either. So that was kind of a problem. We need the chest back. Chest, we love you. In a certain way, but it's not a gay way. So, okay, here, we're going to put all this in the chest. Here we go. Okay, continue putting it in the chest. And we're still putting it in the chest. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to show these first, and then the freaking awesome armors, which I thought was so cool. But this is pretty obvious. I should have kept that. Where did it go? I had pliers. The one thing I throw out is always the thing I eventually need. I hate that. Why can't it be something we never need, really? It's always the one thing that we need. It's just not there. Forgot to mention this, which I don't know what the point of this is. It just says out of service. And same with the reactor, which looked really cool. But, oh, wait a sec. Did that connect to this? It looks cool. I think that's like really all this does. It could be good map decoration though. So these will go on walls, so you can just put these up. And these aren't currently craftable. I don't think they really should be. Except for the troll face, and that was a good one, and I think they made the best one craftable with 2 sand. Yay guys, you put up a troll face, so that's cool. And I think we can actually assemble these. I know some of these items did crash the game. I don't know, we can't assemble that. Maybe if we break it? I really don't know what that did completely. I thought you could assemble it or something. Apparently you can't. Sorry, yawning there. Tired. Now, here's the spectrum. So I didn't really get what this did. So I guess if you place this at a different tune, it'll change color, but... So the more you place, the more color this changes or something? I couldn't really figure it out. I don't know completely what this does. I guess however big it is, it's gonna be what it is. Something like that, so I guess it'll just place on random colors. I don't know what the spectrum's purpose was. I guess it's just spectrum this. So it's a troll block. It's made off of trolls, so I'm assuming this was meant to troll somebody, but I don't know how it would troll somebody. Now, I know I messed this up. They were all nice looking and stuff, but... Okay, we gotta find all this. Really? Okay, the rebel. Just a plain rebel. It's not even here. Oh, no. Okay. Can I have my rebel pants? I'd appreciate that. Just put my pants in here. Do you really have everyone's pants but the rebel pants? What about my pants? No one cares about them. You're mean, guys. I want my pants. I'm not going to give you your pants the next time you ask me for pants because you never gave me my pants, okay? But we look pretty awesome here. I think they almost overdid it. I don't know what it was with this, but I think it was really awesome, but they kind of overdid it in a little bit of a way. I feel like they should have put like more gear or something on this to make it pretty cool. It looks cool, but I don't know if it was really what I was looking for Vesta armor. I still like the standard graphic system of Minecraft whenever they make these new sets with armor and everything, because it gets a little confusing. But there should be standard boots somewhere in this. I don't know where. But there's intel hackers. The helmets are really the only thing that differs in this. So we have this. That looks kind of cool. Looks like a space thing. And I think that looked kind of cool. It was a bit simple, and I like that about it. So we can combine this to make it look awesome. And we can put all sorts of ones in here, whichever ones you really want to put in there. But I'm going to take this off and just wear the standard camo. So, yeah, where's the standard boots? We need those. You know what? Forget this. Take off all the armor. This is taking too long. Now we're going to move on to what you've all been waiting for, I think. Which, we're going to get the game starter, because that's the game what this was really supposed to be, but I just show the items in it. Where is it? Game starter? It's somewhere in this. Game starter? Okay, there we go. Game starter. We have it right there. And there we go. So we'll place the game starter. Oh wait, I placed it. You can't get rid of that. I really shouldn't have done that. But you know what? We're going to get the supplies instantly. So we are going to use the nuke in a little bit. I'll show you how to use it. First we're going to like break this, I guess. That's all we got to. No, it has to be in survival. Okay, good. So we're going to need to build up this right here. Oops, we forgot a few supplies first. I should have remembered this. I really should have. So we're going to use the nuclear rods. They may have changed it. I don't know. I'm using it how it used to be. But this will kill everything, I'm pretty sure. It's not like the most OP thing ever, but it's good and it looks really cool. It's a lot better in a normal world than a super flat world, so I really recommend you do this in a normal world. But this is the coolest actual animation I have ever seen in Minecraft, and it just really is. Yeah, so, okay, this is the same. We forgot our time bomb. We always forget something. So we're going to fill it up with our nuclear rods. Depending on how many megatons you want, the more the better. That's how it works. But once you arm the thing with the time bombs, you're pretty much dead. So we're going to just sit here. It takes a little bit of time to go off. Whenever we see that 10-second thing come up, I'm glad they put that in there, because I would just stay like forever. We got to back off. Okay. Come on, can we get this all out by the time the bomb goes off? Yes! Oh, perfect! Look at that though, guys. That startled me a little bit. But look how cool this is. There's a big nuke in our world. Oh, wait. Am I being sucked in or like pushed away? I don't know. This looks really cool. But this is proof right here that this unbreakable block will always be there. It'll destroy everything else in your world. This is it right here. Look at that. After all this destruction, we actually found something with an emerald. So we'll bake this stuff in here, and I guess you can find it. Now it's obviously radioactive, but this usually isn't something you see every day. Look at this. There's particle effects, and it will burn everything in its way. But look at that. They made this bigger, I think. Yeah, but it's super flat. It doesn't do this. It's just kind of a normal looking explosion. But that's pretty cool. Now we're going to move on to the game starter. And the game starter is what actually this whole thing was really about. But I didn't really use that one too much. So the game starter, I guess we have to be in game mode 0. And we can't craft this. Guess we can't. I don't know. Oh, you'll die. And then there's this cool thing. The background, I think, looks cool. It'll show us in there. And then we can select our class. So I would, cause I'll show you how to win this. But there's nukers like this. Look at all this. So we'll just click ready, and we'll be on the Omega team. And there will be this base, and then there'll be this thing. We'll go into game mode 1, just to make this a bit easier for us. So the nuker's really main purpose is just to nuke the place. Like, just break and nuke the crap out of the place, obviously. But, so I'm just going to show you how to win this. So we're not going to do the full bomb and everything. We're just going to set this up. We'll get our pliers here. So we'll assemble this. Maybe that's what the loader's for. Is this what that's for? It's for something. I can't tell what the loader's for, because they even gave that to us. I need to figure that out. I'm sorry, I couldn't tell you that. But they don't give you a fuse. I think they should have done that, because that would have been a lot easier to just put the fuse in there for us, because that we have to manually get it. The fuse is so freaking hard to make. Just look at that. It's impossible. Okay, no, it's not that hard. But we do have this, and it looks like we're being invaded. So I know we're destroying our own base right now. But yeah, so the main idea is to destroy this objective, which we can't break. It's another unbreakable thing. But yeah, this is how you're gonna win this. Oh, what just happened? What happened? Did it like... Oh! There we go. But once you destroy that objective, you can place more than one. But once you destroy the objective, you're gonna win the battle. And probably not live happily ever after, guys. Look at this. Oh, yeah, you. Oh. So yeah, they will then win the game. I think we spawned in another one, so that's why the game is still going on. But if we didn't, that wouldn't have happened. So yeah, that was the Rivals Rebels mod, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and comment this. You can join the Scout Army today, and if you guys really do want me to start uploading more videos, be sure to subscribe and tell more people about it, because the more people I have asking me for videos, the more it makes me want to do it. So, yay, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.